So things everyone so most of the people are happy. Huh? Even anyone you are not happy, don't consider that is because your 10th score not indicate you are going to be get JE or NEET doesn't matter. So 10th score and which you are going to be achieve in future that is not related anything. Okay. Even you are getting 10 out of 10, some people they can achieve IIT JEE very easily. Even some people who are not getting 10 out of 10, those are also getting going to be get IIT JEE perfectly. So there is no related, but who got good percentage, congrats everyone. But try to maintain 11th and 12th also. Just this is boosting who are getting people. And suppose anyone you are disappointed, this is the one more opportunity to reach your JE target. Keep strong interest and make it that which you are going to be working properly. Make that proper plan. But don't disappoint anywhere. Huh? There is no thing like leave that one. Some people they got maybe out of 10, 10. Some people maybe less. Doesn't matter that is. Fine, very good that is. Which you are getting all scores. Good that is. But don't take anything negatively. Okay. Because score array, everyone they will get you in 10th standard. Most of the people is toppers only. Every school one student is a topper. Huh? But in future we are getting IITJ advanced perfect rank. But you are the only person who are going to be get. That's why we need to concentrate that is. And my 10th silver result is very, very poor. Okay. But who got my school toppers, even including 11th, 12th toppers also, didn't get anyone NIT after that. Okay. I got an NIT All India 59th rank, but who got our college topper? They never nearby also that is. That's only decided by your future entrance rank only, not board exam. But anyway, board result also good. We need the results that indicate your work, how much you work in 10th standard. Okay. Fine. Don't take anything. Congrats who got good score. And anyone you are disappointed, don't disappoint that is. Still in future you have very good target. You can work out that is. Clear? Fine. That's the last class. We discussed that one. Simple titration completed. Good, good. Congrats everyone who good score. And that indicate only work done test. Maybe. I think so. Back titration need to discuss. No back titrations. Wait few minutes. Forget. Anyway, theory already we know that one. Again, one more time I am going to be explain for you people. One more time I'll explain this very simple concept. The titrations is a very easy concept, sir. You can understand even easy now also you can listen. Or not understood previous also, doesn't matter. Okay, that's why if I thought directly titration means you may not be understand. That's why gram equivalent concept I thought previous only. Okay, doesn't matter whatever they given, you can equal simply equivalence of 1 equal to equivalence of 2. That is the only principle here. Okay, titration meaning and what is the purpose we are using, sir? Unknown solution. Our target is very simple. Unknown solution concentration we have to find out. The target, sir. Unknown solution concentration we need to find out by using solution. This is which is reading containing one. This is known solution. Understood? So we know this concentration normality. How much we are adding? Reading this is volume. This unknown concentration I don't know. N2 you can take. Volume how much we are taking? You know exactly that is. Sorry, V2. We know that one equivalence of unknown. Okay. So suppose known one equal to Gn of unknown. So this is N into V and this is also N into V. This is the only one formula I am using. I am not using any other formula, any titration. All titrations I am going to be solved by using only one formula, that is gram equivalent number. Whatever that list of titrations is there, only everything I am going to use only one formula. I hope you know very well how to calculate n factor. That's required only in the case of redox titrations, and these cases simple acid base titration these are. Now we won't get background music over. Okay. I have other methods also, that is in terms of number of moles. But number of moles I am not introducing for you. I am introducing only gram equivalent number. This is the easiest method. Without balancing equation, we can get answers. If you want to use other method, then you need to balance the equation. For balance equation, it will take time, at least 2 to 3 minutes. Then examination, how much time we have, sir? Hardly 1 or 2 minutes for one question. If you are getting more than, you are spending time more than 3 minutes, means no need to solve that question. You can leave that one. Understood? So that's why without balancing, just by knowing n factors, we can solve all the titrations, only one formula, that is gram equivalent number of 1 equal to gram equivalent number of 2. This is the only thing. Clear? They are not going to be asked any other. Here out of 4 terms, 3 terms they will give, and remaining 1 term you need to find out. Understood? So this is the titration principle. So back titration means I am giving meaning here. All titration only one concept, sir. All the titrations only one concept. There is no other formula. I am giving only one formula, gram equivalent number 1 equal to 2. Okay, good, everyone. Congrats. So that one can see. And I am going to be explain That's you need to make proper sentence formation. Clear? Are you getting my point? Listen everyone. I'm going to be explaining one concept here, back titration. That's you need to make 2 to 3 line sentence. You have to write your own, which is you understood. Even you can write in Tamil also, doesn't matter. Wherever, which language you understood, you can write your own method. I'm going to explain small point. This is not very difficult. In making write very good English or anything, whatever. But ultimately, you have to write your own. In back titration process is, suppose this is unknown solution is there. This is unknown solution. I'll take with the example. Then you can write your own. Assume that one this is here calcium carbonate is there, sir. CaCO3 solution this is. CaCO3 solution is there. Now right, see here 2 steps is there. This is step 1. It have 0.1 m HCl this is. Now they remove the tap that going okay. From the 2 students are doing this experiment, but they told one student whenever reaction completed you can stop that one, but they forgot other student. Okay, they didn't stop. 2 students are doing this work titration in the laboratory. I think you see in labs in your schools also. Together they are doing most of the friends. Even you are going to do like that only in future experiments also. Together you are doing. When they are doing, 2 students they are doing. One student he went out for washroom, assume that one. Then he forgot to stop that one titration after reaction completed. By mistakenly he added more ml. By mistakenly he added more ml. That to how much ml he added here? Almost 80 ml of HCl he added. 80 ml HCl added. Excess HCl. This is base, sir. This is base. CaCO3 is the base. This is acid. Is it correct? Both can react each other. So he added 80 ml excess. More than even reaction color changes. By adding indicator, they identified color changes also. But still they added excess. But they don't know how much excess added, how much reacted here. They know how much excess added means 80 ml added. They stop after that sometime reading. But they don't know how much CaCO3 reacted and HCl they find. Still now just look that one. Yesterday I given one t-shirt concept. This is the t-shirt. Someone there is no actually label. They spent 2000 rupees. But after that delivery boy they given means whatever that shop person 500 plus t-shirt they given. So based on this you given 2000 but you don't know cost of the t-shirt. But by finding excess amount which is a given back, that is excess amount, then you can find out what the t-shirt cost. That should be 1500 or not. Then 2000 is matching. Same thing. Now I am giving excess, sir, which is excess here 0.1 m, 80 ml is excess, added extra. Then how to find out how much is the unreacted HCl? Are you getting my point? Which I am giving input is here 2000 to buy t-shirt. Here they given input is 0.1 m, 80 ml. Now if you know excess HCl is there, then I can find out how much reacted CaCO3 with HCl. So first step is here I need to find out excess HCl. How much added your excess? After reaction completed, still you added by mistakenly more HCl. Okay. But I need to find out how much you added, that is. First step. So they are taking out, you are adding excess HCl, sir. More HCl you added. Always reaction takes place but between opposite only. You added excess acid means again you have to react with whom? Base. Now they are taking the setup out. Same setup, sir. They're taking here. This is another new burette, which is excess present here. Can you tell at least Which is excess present here? Acid or base? Which is present, sir? Which is present excess in here in this solution? I am taking same one. Same thing I am taking here. Acid or base, which is present excess? And only I got two answers. Acid or base, which is present? Acid, not base. Keep in mind, sir. Don't write because they added acid excess, not base excess. This is fixed. Whatever the amount is there, that is fixed. Now they added excess acid. So now our target is to find out how much acid excess is means. Whom I have to add here? Acid or base here? This is acid. Excess acid is there. Plus CaCO3 also is there. Which one I have to take in burette here? Acid or base? Always opposite only have to use. We should not use. Always opposite solutions only we need to use, sir. Here I am going to be take again 0.1 NaOH. Now they added here. They found here. Now carefully they are doing right now. Carefully because already they are now carefully they are doing both students. After adding 20 ml of NaOH, color changing occur. Then they stop reaction. Clear? So whatever excess acid now I am going to be find out. Everywhere only one formula. Here Gn of NaOH. Gn of HCl. What is the equivalent? 0.1 into 20 ml equal to Gn of HCl. So I can get here 2 milli equivalents. 2 milli equivalents of HCl this is. How much excess? 2 milli equivalents. How many milli equivalents you added are here previously? How many milli equivalents? Gn of HCl equal to, I am going to be take here, sir. What is the Gn of HCl we are added here? 0.1 because molarity equal to normality into 80. How much you are getting? 8 equivalents, 8 milli equivalents you are getting. So 8 milli equivalents you added. How much is excess that is? How much back you are getting? 2. Is it correct? So how much reacted with calcium carbonate? How much reacted with calcium carbonate? Yes. How much reacted, acid reacted with carbonate? Now just look here. Don't get one. Looking first time now you are listening. How I'm comparing, you make 2000 you given for your t-shirt, then your t-shirt is 500 they given. Okay. Now same thing. How much added HCl here, extra HCl? Red t-shirt is the here carbonate. Assume that one. Added here 8 milli equivalents. Okay. Now here calcium carbonate is there. Equivalents of calcium carbonate. How much excess is there, sir? Here excess acid. 2 equivalents are not. This is 2. Now I can find out how much reacted. So Gn of calcium carbonate equal to 8 minus 2. 6 equivalent. How much reacted here? 6 equivalents. Equivalents of calcium carbonate. So once you know equivalents of calcium carbonate, you can find out how much weight is there in this case. So Gn of calcium carbonate equal to 6 milli equivalents. Milli means 10 power minus 3 equivalents, sir. So you can write here weight by, what is the calcium carbonate equivalent weight? N factor is 2. What the weights are here? 50. Then 6 into 10 power minus. Then W equal to 50 into 6 into 10 power minus 3. How much will you get here? That's the answer. Nothing. So 300 into 10 power minus 3, nothing but 0.3 gram. I am giving, we can see again one more time what we done. Please just note down step by step. Only two-step process, not too much thing. We are adding excess as, then you are finding how much excess we are adding. That is by again another titration. We are finding again how much we defined. Then after we can get how much reacted. So final formula I am giving here very simple, that is gram equivalent number of acid equal to gram equivalent number of base. That base equal to here two bases is, one is gram equivalent number of calcium carbonate plus gram equivalent number of NaOH. This is nothing but gram equivalent number of HCl here. So we added excess HCl that reacted with two bases, but I need only with which is reacting with calcium carbonate. Are you getting my point? Which is the react all the things, you can remove that one, which is ultimately react with HCl only you can consider. Now what we done first step here? Array 8 came 0.1 into 8 ml HCl na GN of HCl, this is 8. I am taking total acid, which you add acid is more, sir. 2 times I am taking base. Here calcium carbonate is base and NaOH is also base. 2 bases here, but one acid I am using. I will try to show this, we explain completely. Now what we have stated here, we added excess acid. Right, that one, sir. This is acid-base reaction. First we added excess acid. Then we are finding that X amount utilization, but again, then you find excess one. Then I remove from excess. Then finally is the reacted one is coming. Based on the reacted one, you can find out how much amount is there. I will try to show that much, which is one more thing. What's the main purpose? You can write back titration used for calculate percentage purity of sample. Note down first point. Make a note down, sir. Please note down this first point. Back titration. What's the main purpose? We are using to calculate percentage purity of the sample. Please note down this point first. Where only two steps. We are adding excess one, then we are finding how much excess is there. We are removing that one. Then who reacted each other? That's where equaling each other. Gram equivalents of reacted one equal to reacted two. That's only, sir. We'll see again one more. Take example. You can first check it. Read that one. I think you can get now easily. I think you are able to see my screen. Let us assume that we are giving an impure solid substance C, weighing 2 grams, and we are asked to calculate the percentage of C. This meaning I am taking some amount here. Here some impurity is there, sir. I am taking grams of substance plus some impurity is there. We will assume that the impurities are inert. Inert meaning they won't react each other. They won't react. We are provided with two substances A and B. Please read this one. I think you are able to see screen. Where the concentration of B is known, which is the substance is there, C plus impurity is the one thing, and they are provided two substances A and B, where B of B is known, that is N1, and that of A is not known. That of A is not. This type of titration will work only if things are given one by one. Please this thing. No need to write, which is you understood. That's only you can first read that. Understand you get notes everything here. Just if you understood concept, you can write your own two lines. This type of titration work only if the following conditions are satisfied. First one, A, B, and C should be such compounds that A and B can react with each other. A and C can react with each other, but products of A and C should not react with B. Okay. This is the point I am giving here. Previously, I am taking here. Let me read completely, then you can find out. Now we perform a simple titration. Sorry, not again. Now we take a certain volume A in a class. A taken should be such that gram equivalents of A greater than gram equivalents of C in sample. This can be done by taking A in excess. Now we perform a simple titration using B. Let us assume that the volume of B is V1. In another beaker, we again take the solution of A, the same volume as taken earlier. Now C is added to this, and after the reaction is completed, the solution B added with B. Let's assume that volume B is used. So gram equivalents of B used in the first titration N1 V1, gram equivalents of A initial N1 V in the second titration N1 V2, and gram equivalents of A. Array will get too much confusion if you're doing. Here, what we done completely, which given we are explaining. But example, tried the one. How many people understood? I don't know. But still, one more time. Please look into here. Starting. This is solution. Assume that one A, B, C, whatever you want. I'm assuming this is A, and this concentration is N1. Okay. This is the solution A, sir. Its concentration is N1, which is volume we are using here by mistakenly. This is we can take B, sir. You may can take B, which is B means previously we are using CaCO3. B means CaCO3 we are using here. A means HCl I am using here. Previous case is correct. Now we are adding, then it can neutralize, but excess they are adding, sir, excess. Is correct. That volume, assume that one they are adding total V1 volume. Excess only they added. This now which is excess they are adding, same thing I am taking the solution, this Baker as it is. You may can take here the Baker. Now it contain B is there plus excess which we are adding, sir, that also present. Now we can take another one. This is C. This is neutralized. This concentration is N2. Okay. How much we are using volume? V2. This won't react with B, sir. This won't react with B. Okay. As well as which is A and B, they reacted here. A and B, they are reacting each other or not? They will form product also. That's also not react with C. That's a condition. They should not react anything here. So A reacted B, then excess acid is the A is there. That A again reacted with Rusty titration. This is now total. Suppose I need Gn of B equal to, we required, this is nothing but Gn of A minus Gn of C. So Gn of A nothing but here which we added N1 V1, sir. This excess minus what the C, sir, which is extra, which is we are reacted with C. C also reacting with A only, but C doesn't react with B, sir. We added excess A here, react with B. That excess A also react with again C only. That C doesn't react with B. So this is excess A minus N into V. N2 V2, sir. This is V2 of C. Now we will get Gram equivalent number of V. That's one like given previous case. You may can see Gram equivalent number of. Even blindly can follow, doesn't matter, Gn of total acid equal to base only, sir. This is the formula again. Excess which we added A, this is excess, this is B, this is C, sir. So if you want to get B equal to A minus C, you have to get. That's the only we wrote. You can see here, I am taking A is excess. that can react with B only. At least note down the setup. We can apply CO3 conjugate. Please note down this is as is B and A you can write, and A concentration N1, V1 is the volume. Please note this setup. Just note down this diagram and as it is. But keep in mind that is we added excess amount. Excess of A we added volume. And this is step 1, sir. This is step 1. Step 1 and this is the next one is step 2. This step 1, 2. In step 2 what we done, sir? Here. Finding of excess reagent. Excess is nothing but that is what is that here? Yes, sir. We are finding excess reagent. Second step. Step finding of excess reagent. That's I am finding by using C. Because A and C can react each other, but C and B doesn't react. Which is excess A is there that can react with C. Which is excess A can react with C, but C and B doesn't react. Understood? Then step 2, sir. After that, how many reacted with A, sir? How many components reacted with A? Can you find out? How many components reacted with A? Here reacted with A, sir. Gn of A. A reacted with, sir. That reacted with B plus same solution transferring here. Step 2 also. That reacted with C also. Is it correct? Then Gn of B equal to what you can write? Gn of A minus Gn of C. Right. Here 3 components they will give. We need to find out one component, which we have to find out that component that won't react with remaining 2 components. The step 1, we add excess amount, then we transfer, again they reacted with C. That C, what is the C we are doing? So step 2, we are finding excess reagent A only. That's the step 2. Step 2 is finding excess reagent. To make the solution classes can take one class continuously. You should not do 2 times mistake. One time, suppose you are doing, but second time you have to find out. Why you have all the steps, sir? First step. Here we added that one. B, I don't know exactly how much reacted A. That's where I excess acid. After finding excess acid, we are adding first excess acid. Then second step, I am finding how much excess acid we have added. Then I react one. Then that one, how much exactly reacted A and B. Then we are equaling. We are getting answer, sir. Clear? What is that? B equal to Gn of acid minus Gn of C, sir. So which is excess? This is excess 1. This is excess reagent. This we are, how much excess we added, sir? This is the, now exactly after removing excess Gn of B equal to Gn of A means exactly how much reacted. That's we can get. Once you know exactly how much reacted each other, then you can find out whatever you want, weight or volume, normality, anything you can find out. Then two steps I given, step 1, step 2. That here, then note down here Gn of A equal to Gn of B plus C and Gn of B equal to A minus C. After that, maybe previously noted down, this is we are expecting Gn of HCl equal to, I have question only HCl and calcium carbonate and NaOH. Check it. This is acid, sir. Acid equal to base is the basic principle wherever you are going. Then acid only HCl here. Base, how many bases are here? CaCO3 is basic salt and NaOH also base. Just add all. If you want to find out calcium carbonate, then use calcium carbonate, then remove this one, you can get answer. You can try one more problem, then you can check it. We understood or not? Right, sir. Calculate the percentage purity of wait, I'll write proper sentence. Here 2 grams of calcium carbonate is there. Calcium carbonate, it contain impurities. It contain impurities. Okay. It reacts with 0.1 m 60 ml of H2SO4. Excess acid required excess acid required 0.1 m 20 ml of NaOH. This is the question, sir. NaOH, calculate percentage purity of calcium carbonate. Calculate percentage purity of calcium carbonate. Array percentage purity nothing but W by W percent only, sir. W by W percent nothing but percentage purity. Means whatever you are calculated weight by W total into 100. This W is which you are going to be calculate, which is this W total they give initial value into 100 is the your W by W percent. So formula also I given. So you have to proceed your own way. How you done that is previous example. Total acid equal to total base. That's you can use. Simple concept. Total acid equal to total base. Here 2 types of base they given. You can use. Right. First you are getting positive answer, negative answer, you can see, sir. One thing you can do, don't even compare C and B also, nothing to do, that is, don't get confusion. Very simple. Acid equal to base, that's you can find out very easily. Which is acid, which is base, you can write separately here. Then calculate their equivalents first, which they are given by using information. Can you calculate which is the acid, which is base? That's only our target. Which is base, sir? Calcium carbonate also base, which is reacting with acid means that should be basic character. That's salt only, but basic salt. Even you don't know anything here, very simply can do, sir. Even you don't know about anything, this is back titration or anything, you don't know anything, leave that one. Very simple way you can do. Here acid they are given. This is reacting with calcium carbonate, and this is reacting with NaOH also. That is the reason I am taking here very simple way. Even I don't know which type of titration, also assume that one. But the given question, we can try it. Very simple. Gram equivalent number of H2SO4, because this both bases are equal to gram equivalent number of CaCO3 reacting with calcium carbonate or not, plus it reacting with NaOH or not. Yes, you can write gram equivalent number of NaOH. This is the basic formula. Someone already answered the given. Take it challenge, sir. Some people they mention already answers. That's very good. This step understood? By looking that question you can give, sir, which is reacting both H2SO4 reacting with calcium carbonate as well as NaOH. And that's why you can write total H2SO4 equal to total GN of calcium carbonate and NaOH. Correct? H2SO4 how much they given, sir? In terms of normality only they given. Normality into volume you have to get. But here molarity they given. Can you convert into normality? Gram equivalent number. What's the normality and molarity relation? Molarity into N factor. How much N factor 2? So I'm going to use here molarity into N factor. This is nothing but normality, sir, into volume. Is it correct? Equal to, I don't know, this is GN of calcium carbonate, I don't know. So I'm keeping like that only. But NaOH, I know that one very well because they mention 0.1. N factor is 1 into 20 ml. Now calculate. This is molarity is 0.1 into N factor is 2 into volume is how much, sir? The given 60 ml. Yes, sir, 60 ml equal to gram equivalent number of CaCO3. I don't know this is plus this is how much, sir? 0.1 into 2. This is 2 milli equivalents because ml I am using. Now what about here, sir? 12 milli equivalents. Can I get 12 milli equivalents equal to GN of CaCO3 this is plus 2 milli equivalents. What is the reacted CaCO3, sir? You can remove NaOH, you can remove from H2SO4. So I can get here GN of CaCO3 equal to 12 minus 2 is nothing but 10 milli equivalents. Now GN they're asking amount only, na weight. What is the GN formula in terms of weight? What is the GN formula in terms of weight? Weight by gram equivalent weight equal to 10 milli equivalent, sir. Milli means 10 power minus 3. Milli equivalents means 10 power minus 3. So you know that one equivalent weight of CaCO3. What is the weight of CaCO3? Equivalent weight, sir. 50, because 100 is the molecular mass. N factor is 2. CsCO3 already given. Don't ask how we are getting sir 50. Okay. They're asking me student practice class note simply. Equal to 10 into 10 power minus 3. What get here? 500 into 10 power minus 3. Nothing but 0.5 grams. So what is the percentage purity? So only calcium carbonate present 0.5 grams out of 2 grams, sir. This is 2 grams I am taking. It contain impurity plus calcium carbonate, which is all the reacted, only calcium carbonate reacted, impurity is not reacted. So which we are getting pure weight of calcium carbonate, how much that is? Out of 2 grams, 0.5. So percentage of purity equal to 0.5 by total weight, how much here? 2 grams into 100. How much will you get, sir? Answer 50 by 2, 25%. Who got 25 answers, sir? Those people who understood. Exactly understood. Who got 25? Okay, fine, that is. Right here, there is no extra calculations. Now you will get exactly 25 only. Exactly 25. Okay, there is no extra calculation, no other numericals. Fine, fine. Whatever you can do, that is. But I am telling simple method. Don't see problem from very near to that one. Just look little bit far away. So total acid equal to total base. One word only. Even you don't want to know this is back titration. Because in future you can't remember all these things. Type of titration, that is only good for in book. But problem solving as a student, you don't want to remember all these things. Very simple word. Gn of acid equal to Gn of base. Even 10 acids they given, one base they given, you can equal sum of the acids equal to base. Are you getting my point? Otherwise, 3 acids they given, 2 bases they given. Doesn't matter. Add Gn of total acid, 3 acids equal to 2 bases Gn. That's only. Just simple word. Gn of acid equal to Gn of base. Only one formula. How many people understood? Let me know that one, sir. I forgot about whatever they given big theory. Only one concept. Which is the acid, which is the base? Can you identify or not? Plus, we can ask 11F. You can ask what's your doubt. Very simple way. Total acid equal to base. That's enough. Clear? Yes, yes. You can type your doubts. Right, today you can try it based on back titrations wherever you are finding. Otherwise, you can search internet, few more questions, try it. This is your doubt. If you understood the class is over, you may can leave, sir. Doesn't matter. I think so. This is you are asking doubt, huh? I wrote very clearly molarity into n factor. What is the molarity of H2SO4 given? 0.1. What is the n factor for H2SO4, sir? 2. Because I need to convert into normality. Na? Gn means normality into volume. Here also I am using, sir. N factor is 0.1 into 1. Why you wrote 1? Because n factor of NaOH is 1. Is that 2 means n factor. That's why I wrote molarity into n factor into volume. Is the G. Any other doubt? Fine. Make take break once you understood. If you have any doubt, you may can ask. Otherwise, we can close. I try today some questions based on titrations. Already paper was given. So mostly questions is based on titrations, oxidation numbers, and few questions from basic concepts also. Few questions from some basic concepts also. Okay. So you'll get again oxidation numbers also questions. Maybe questions can repeat also. That's why you need to know every question. If you done any mistake, that's also you need to solve. Yes, I am trying that one. I'll try to keep that soon. Mostly today or tomorrow. KVSS. We'll get, sir. I'll keep that one. We'll get very soon, that is. Yeah, you can take break, sir. You can take break. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. You may get videos also based on this very soon, maybe today or tomorrow. Take break. You can take break, sir. I will discuss personally. If anything is there other than this class, we can discuss. You can send through WhatsApp if you have any doubts, anything. We'll discuss that, whatever your ideas and everything. Doesn't matter. But here explain, you're getting more to explain. See, 1 hour we given only one titration today here. Complete 1 hour. Take screenshot if possible. Take break also if people. Thank you. Thank you very much. Congratulations again for your 10th results. Thank you, everyone.